I was just putting everything that I wanted to tell you. I just showed it to you before I even started to speak. That's what you see right there is the image of Ultron. They use Ultron a lot. Like if Ultron is stalking me, like if they created a system that has many different aspects, illusions, deceptions, lies, and it acts and it reacts based on what I do. So before I even do something, it tries to react with a counter that's the exact opposite that has to be done. You see what I mean? So I just woke up. I was just in my bed. I woke up and they wait for me to wake up and have that spur of imagination, of creativeness, energy, and they try to extract it from me through lies and deceptions. They act like they came up with ways. Like if they have too much way advanced technology and they create not even it's just this is imaginary and created through words too. They go and speak out what they want and the energies start to manifest and then they start to create whatever it is that they want. That's how they wanted to create a war with humans, with us, the good people. They wanted to create a full-blown abusive like yo, what they had planned for us, it was too much. It was like you couldn't withstand it because it had so many protections. Like I said, they speak what they want. They use words as their weapons, as one of their weapons. They speak out. It's a group of Satanists, devil worshippers, and as devil worshippers, you seen Doctor Strange from the movies, the Marvel movies, the Avengers and stuff. How he cast his it's different than that. It's way different than that. It's real life people here in real life speaking. They're within. They're trying to create a distraction right now. They're here right now, by the way. They're not here, but they're focused on me making a video right now, and they react to what I say. And sometimes when I say things, they do it right away. They start to do it. So right now, since I said they're here, they got to come over here and mock. You see what I mean? So they're Satanists, devil worshippers, Luciferians. So they deal with illusions a lot, and they create a lot of like they are very invasive. They're very invasive, intrusive. They like to go. They I mentioned the words of brain mapping before, and when I say stuff, because of who I am and the level of statue that I embody here in life, I'm the messenger of truth. They act like they could do stuff at a God level. You see what I mean? Because I represent God directly. The truth is God, whether you want to believe it or not. And since the truth is God, the opposite are lies. Lies are the opposite of the truth. You see what I mean? Because they're not the truth. They're lies. So because of who I am, they target me and they act like they can do, stuff at a higher level with people. And they've been upgrading their system, their lies, to come against me. And they created this like supercomputer type of system where they go and load it up with information. I know how they do it. They created it based on lies and deception. They imagined it or they spoke it into existence. Someone said something about that they're gonna use they're gonna let their computer do everything for them, and they started to speak how they wanted their computer to act with me. You see what I mean? And then they put Ultron in there and Dr. Xavier, because Dr. Xavier deals with the mind control, like psycho, like brain powers, you know what I'm saying? Looking into your mind, telepathy, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they put like different like characters to come against me, like literally, because they're lies, they're not real. And even though they're not real to a liar that believes their lies, to them, you know what I'm saying? Because belief has a lot to do with this place. And so, to them, you're supposed to believe the truth, not lies. You see what I mean? A lie is not true. So when they come against me with lies, it's not true. It's not something that's real. but it does take some effect. It's been taking effect on me lately because their lives are so intense. They put so much emphasis on the things that they do. Like sometimes they put a lot of like they repeat the word weakness a lot, like by the tons, like a lot, like a computer would do it. You see what I mean? Weakness, and it focuses on, so like, you know, specific, like right, like right now it's doing it. I said it and it's doing it. You see what I told you? So you see what I mean now, right? So they like to show yourself. The moment I said it, it started to go into an exact opposite strategy to counter what I said. So when I say show yourself, it's gonna try to like show me someone else that ain't exactly. You see what I mean? A lie. So so yeah, so they're coming at me heavy right now, heavy, 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 and this thing has been getting worse and worse. Right there, there it is. I feel it right now. I feel it doing things. So like a computer does it, like it works in computer speed real fast. You see what I mean? I just saw a bug right now come over here. Like, did you see it? And it just like flew away. You see what I mean? So, so yeah, I'm being targeted. I told the police about this. I called the 911 number, and the 911 number, and I complained about a terrorist network using technology to target me and other people who speak the truth. You see how I'm hesitating to speak right now? That's them. You see what are they doing? Stumbling. They want me to stumble. You see, I just called out exactly what they were doing, stumbling. So yeah, I complained about this, and they, you know, one of the deputies, as I was explaining myself to him, that they were using hypnosis and trances and spells and stuff like that. Like, yeah, he started. They put him under a some kind of like spell or hypnosis to the point where he was being filled with anxiety, like a lot. And he was like, you know, like, how do I know it's not you? You know, he started blaming me and stuff like that. I'm not the one doing it, but he started blaming me. That's how bad and intense the targeting was on him while I was explaining myself. So this is to a level of terrorism, Doctor Strange. This is to a level of terrorism that you've never seen before, because they're playing with internal energies. They're creating fake energies and associating it to us. Like if when I speak, the words have certain energies, and that they could see the energies as manifest. So if I say something, like if I send common sense after them to do everything for me, like if they see common sense and everything that it wants to do, you know what I'm saying, and they could, and like if they could decide what they want to affect them, and since they don't want to be affected by stuff that they don't want, you know what I'm saying, they, like if they stop it, like if they see it all forming right there going at them, and they see it in slow motion, and they see, and they go, I don't want that to affect me, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, and that's only one of the many ways that they do it. One of the many ways. From the beginning I showed it to you. It's in this video no matter what they do now, because they like to use to play with the energies that were in my videos, because it was a lot more vivid. You could see, you could literally feel the energies in my videos, emanating from my videos, being projected at you, and it was undeniable. So like I said, they like to deal with hypnosis, but it doesn't work. Hypnosis doesn't work, because I got people alert, and I got people on a certain mindset. I did something where they can't do it to you. So so yeah, I'm being targeted heavily by these devil worshippers, and they acted like I said, you know, this system that they created, this targeting system they created against me out of desperation, because they can't stop me. You know, they started to add many parts to it. The Freemasons play a big role in this. They're terrorists. Freemasons, the Illuminati, and the Freemasons. They're liars and deceivers, devil worshippers. The Freemasons is the umbrella society for all other satanic, us, for all Satanists. So the Illuminati deal with illusions and stuff like that, and Freemasons they're like the overall collection of Satanism. You see what I mean? So they went and learned about different aspects of Satanism, like Aleister Crowley was one of their members. Aleister Crowley's a Satanist. Right now, they're projecting, like, if I put in the picture of Aleister Crowley in my video, yeah, they go through like a computer would do it, going through many scenarios, what if scenarios, possible outcomes. Like they're really on that level where they even go through my memories. They when I mentioned brain mapping, that's when things started getting out of hand because they started to brain map, map or going inside of my head and seeing how my brain neurons fire. Because I was explaining myself in a way like, how I felt it was happening, and I felt it was happening like they were watching my brain activity in real time. Right now, they're trying to upgrade. Right now, they're trying to upgrade because I said it. So they're doing a grand deception right now, a grand mockery. If I say it, they do it, and they act like they're too big and powerful, but they're not. It's just a bunch of cowards working together who said a bunch of things in a certain type of way because they can't beat me from within. So they started saying things and saying things and saying things and creating weapons from their words, verbal words, and they go and make believe like what I say sometimes they're doing. Like if they're doing what I say, you see what I mean? It's they're not really doing it. This is not really affecting me in a negative way, so to speak. Okay, it is affecting me, but it's not affecting me like if it's too bad for me, what I'm saying, or anything bad that's dangerous for me. But it does mess with my mind. You know what I'm saying? My perception sometimes gets messed with. Sometimes I think I look within. The moment I like they're trying to assume full control of the mind. They were trying to assume full control of the mind, but they can't do it. So like if I go within and I can't think the way I want, like they got like a lot of different things playing out at the same time. You see, right now I thought about breakfast. I thought about eating something, and they saw it. You see, my thoughts are being projected. That's one of the things they do too. They project my thoughts before I think about like sometimes. And they got this thing where I said, oh, they go to the furthest point, what I'm thinking, what I'm talking, and I'm thinking ahead of myself. Like if they like to go to the furthest point of my consciousness where my futuristic ideas come from and stuff like that, and they like to be there too, and they filled it up with different individuals. Like if it was a tunnel, you see, they create these illusions and they associate it to me, they assimilate it to me, like if that's what it is and not what it actually is. You see what I mean? They create an image of what's there, but it's not exactly what it is. You see what I mean? Because they wanna switch and pervert. They wanna like twist. So when I go within to my imagination, they start to play with my perception. They really start to play with my perception, my what I see in my mind and stuff. Sometimes it's really difficult for me to control what I see in my mind. Like you go in your mind and you create stuff, or you do whatever you want in your mind. I go in my mind and it's like I'm going into this resistance environment where this synthetic uh, environment that they're projecting at me. You see what I mean? And like if right now one of them is celebrating like, yes, I did it. I went against God and I won. He's saying that I won. I won. I won already, so I don't have to be. That's why I'm not too worried about this because I don't have to fight back. I already won. I don't have to struggle. I don't trust me. The way I fight back is really like laid back, and like I don't really stress out too. Sometimes I get mad and I go at them, but they do a lot of crazy stuff. Like sometimes when I'm about to go hit one of them, they're so cowardly. They're so fucking cowardly. I'm telling you, they're full blown. They're full blown cowardly. They're like, sometimes when I'm about to go hit one of them or hit them and stuff like that, they put a lot of illusions in the way, and like it's all about like putting stuff in the way between us. You see what I mean? The people who did this, they want to create all these tricks and imaginative ways that they're coming after me, and that they're, stopping me, and doing all of this stuff. They're putting it in the way because they're cowards. They can't beat me through their imagination, so they started to invade my imagination. You see what I mean? I even told him like, yo, you gotta be more deceitful, because this is not working out. It's too easy for me. You come, I see you, and I demolish you. I do whatever I want with you. So they started saying things. So saying things is different than imagination. Because saying things, if you create stuff by saying things or imagining things, they went and started to group up away from me and started to strategize. And now they have council meeting. They have council meetings out of like most of the things that I say, and they strategize, and they try to have everything that I do on lock. You see what I mean? Like if they're there and strategizing and seeing possible outcomes, like if a robot, that's why they like to emulate Ultron a lot, and like powerful supposed fake robots that don't exist. Because a robot would be able to do multiple functions at once, and do a lot of different things. Like sometimes they attack me with different people. Like if a robot was using different people, pulling up different people, because computer does it in computer speed, and computer speed does it really fast and shit. And sometimes it goes a little bit ahead. You see what I mean? Because it has those predictive and all these different fields that it's using at the same time. You see, field is one of the words that the word. Just right now, they just predicted I might say, and they said it before I said it just now. Field. I said it. They said it before I said it, and they were trying to have some influence right now with me, but it ain't gonna work. But like the computer would go into a lot, real fast, and imagine a computer monitoring, well, me. I'm being monitored by a computer like system created by words, through words, by the enemy. Not only words, but it was created by the enemy, and it's here focused on me through satanic means. So all it does is Satanism, lies, deception, illusions, arrogance. It laughs whenever it thinks that it has to do, like it does one of those, like it does crazy shit like that. Like it's fully satanic. It's fully satanic. 100% satanic. They are not human. They hate us. They really, really hate us. They really, really, really hate us. I mean, you know what I mean by now. I don't have to emphasize it too much. And since I said it so many times, what do you think the enemy is gonna do? Become more and more really, really hateful. You see what I mean? So they do it like that. That's how they do it. So I just woke up, and I wanted to make this video because I wanted to get everything out that I wanted to say, and I showed it to you from the beginning because they wanted to make me forget. They were already going into a protocol of making me forget before I made the video. So I woke up, I started seeing all of that, and it reminded me to make a video and stuff like that. And I'm there seeing everything that they're doing, and some Masons started to leave Freemasonry and stuff like that, and started to talk about how it's so many illusions. They cast an illusion for almost everything, and an illusion comes up, and it asks that they started to explain. Now you know exactly what I mean. That one illusion, while you distracted on one illusion, it is a distraction, and it's not exactly what it is, because it's an illusion, and it's made to try to get your attention away from other things. You see what I mean? And like they created many layers of protection between us and them, but that's from within. On the physical side, we go over there and we do what we gotta do, because they're terrorists. Then they gotta be taken out. They gotta be taken out. They cannot be allowed to continue this stuff. Right now, they're assimilating. You see, right now, Jonathan, someone who one of my enemies, Anuel AA. Anuel AA is one of the rappers, Spanish rappers that made it real big. In case you didn't know, and Jonathan Rojas is one of my enemies. Like, and he committed suicide. Um, and then they put him or his consciousness or the idea of him inside of Anuel AA, and Anuel AA looks exactly like him. And I mean, if you saw I put I made videos already. I think that one of my videos is on my YouTube channel. You go through my videos, and you can see like what they did. I think it's based on Anuel AA and something about my enemy and something that anyways, it's either here or my TikTok. If you want to see the video, ask for the link and I'll look for the video and I'll show it to you. And it's a pretty cool video I made. This is Anuel AA. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, the enemy are very desperate and they're on the brink of not extinction, because I'm not gonna extinct them. I'm not gonna extinct them, but they're they're close to the worst of the worst outcomes for them. This is not, what they're doing to me is pretty, it's nothing really, because they're about nothing. This is not real. What I'm going to do to them is going to be real and beyond. It's going to be everything that has to be against them, and it doesn't matter what they say, what they do it, how they say it. It's going to happen. That's why they're so desperate. That's why they're coming after me on this level, on the way they're coming after me, because I pose, they see the level of threat that I got them under. You see what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, so now I feel better now that I exposed what's going on. Um, if you see, anyways, so yeah, I was being congested by the enemy. They went and created this thing to come after me, and this thing is not powerful enough to go against me. And it started, like I said, it started progressing, and they started to add more and more, like Freemasons, like they like to do this thing where they like to do things little by little, and to graduate into, so they can have like some kind of control over the stuff that they're doing too. That's one of the reasons why they do it. And they like to do it little by little, and they like to study me and put things and go strategize on how they're gonna do it. Oh, he wakes up with energy. He gets a spur of energy and creativeness when he wakes up. So they go, and you see what I mean. They strategize on it. And they look for the best strategies to go and put against me. You see what I mean? Oh, so we'll wait for him to wake up, and the moment he wakes up, we'll start to invade his mind and do this and extract his energy. And they came up with a way that when I wake up, right away they start to try to extract my energy, that all that energy of creativeness, energy, that positive energy, that jolt of energy that you get when you wake up sometimes, and you're full of energy, and you have it all together sometimes, like me. So so they targeted that. So a lot of the times now I wake up and I don't have that spore of energy, that jolt of energy, and it's because they're there waiting for me to wake up so they could start to try to suppress that energy. I still have it, but they go and suppress it. They can't take it from me. They're not about doing real things, and I know how they work. So they can't take it from me. They can't suppress they can't take it from me and stuff like that, because they're not about real things, doing real things. So they emulate, like, if you see, like, they're very invasive. They're very so they came up with these strategies to try to take my, like, suppress my energy, and I'm not at a higher thinking level, and stuff like that, and destroying them constantly. So they want to, like, mess with me constantly. So they're doing it in ways that I know what they're doing. Um, earlier before I woke up and got up and started doing all of this right now, I was saying to myself, I know exactly what to do. And one of them said it when I said it. That's one of their tricks too. They like to pay attention to me, and the moment I'm about to go say something from within, they say it, and it's like they act like they first they do it for, at the beginning. They do it and see if there's anything there, that any concerns that I may have that they could work through. You see what I mean? And if I think of anything, oh, they might be doing this, they might be doing this, they might be doing that, they go and start to elaborate on that and see if they could take it to a next level where they could normalize it, and it becomes normal for them. So you see what I mean? So they say things when I say things, and they act like they're doing something based on my concerns or not my beliefs. I don't believe them. So, they go through the next thing, my concerns. And sometimes they project a concern at me and act like I'm the ones who felt it, so they could try to do stuff too. So they do. I'm telling you, the level of Satanism they're on, it's beyond most people's comprehension. Most people don't even think about this stuff that they be doing, and it's so elaborate, it's so tricky, it's so crafty, and it's based on it's they work through details. You know what I'm saying? So Freemasons are the type that they like to do council meetings and strategize on a lot. Like they did 9/11 and covered it up. They strategized on everything before they did it, and they started doing it. And even if after they did it, they got caught, and they started calling people conspiracy theorists and stuff like that. You see what I mean? So they strategize on things. You see what I mean? So they got this thing where they repeat, they get in tune with myself, with me, with my mind, my mental voice. And the moment I go to say something, they want to say it exactly when I say it. They want to repeat, mock what I say within, and say it exactly when I say it, word for word. They try to be word for word when I say it, but with a higher energy. You see what I mean? Like if they got higher energy than me, because I'm at a lower energy level right now because I have back pain and I've been getting targeted constantly. So they act like they have higher enemy. They don't. You see, I'm fucking up because they're seeping their energies at me through my phone. I'm holding the phone through my left arm, my left hand. So they're using the phone to mess with me a little bit. So they act they it's like like that, like they say it with a higher energy than me. They go and look for the energy that's a little bit higher than mine, and then they act like it's way too much. They do it in a lot of different ways. And when I say it, they act like they're extracting, like if they're the benefit, they act like they're the ones benefiting from what I'm doing. You see, when I say it, when I say I know exactly what to do, they act like they're the ones who know exactly what to do. You see what I mean? Like if I say I got superpowers, they're gonna act like they're the ones who got superpowers when they say it with me. You see what I mean? When I say it and they say it, they act like they're the ones who are benefiting, and they look for whatever benefits them against me. And this thing that they created is full of that. It's full of everything that worked against me and that benefits them against me altogether, working like if they created a program against me. See what I mean? So like I'm going through this shit, and like you guys gotta unite. I'm not gonna say please because that's what they want me to say. They want me to weep and cry and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna do that. But you guys have to unite. We gotta get rid of them. You see, they wanted to change me right there by saying please. They put that energy of desperation. They're like, please do this, do that. Like I didn't do it the way they wanted me to do it. See, the energy just disappeared right there because I exposed exactly what they. That's one of the things they see. They put energies there, and they put a certain type of like path that they want you to go into. If I would have did that, they would have had some kind of influence with me. My energy probably would have allowed. I probably would have allowed them to mess with me in real time in this video as I'm making this video. Right now, they're trying to look for why they can't do it the way they used to. Right now, they're strategizing on that right now. So I'm going through this shit, and you guys gotta unite. You guys have to unite. There is no other way to go than to unite and go against them in real life, in physicality. We unite, destroy them within and then without, because they're nothing against us. They don't really stand a chance against me. They can't do what they want. So imagine all of us together. So subscribe, watch my videos, The truth is God. The enemy are liars and deceivers. All right.